from the YouTube Dojo. That's right, not Ed Helms' house, but the YouTube Dojo. This is Weeknight out there with Ellie Muller. And now, a man who knows that Ed Helms has gone completely off the lamb, or on the lamb, or whatever. Ellie Carnegie Muller! Ha! Welcome Weeknight Update. I'm Ellie Carnegie Muller, oh my God, house. Alright, tonight's Charles wins. I expect Spider can with its been edited. One split up and Guns Radio Jingles channel with radio jingles and whatnot. Crispy Chris and CC Wins with random stuff. And Baby Lamb Creations with his Baby Lamb and Friends show and everything else. By the way, this weekend he's doing something completely new on his channel. Well, not really new, but he's trying a two-part event, on his channel, where it has a full episode, but he's going to split it into two episodes. Because the story is so huge that, one episode probably isn't going to cut it, but, or wouldn't cut it. But, he is really experimenting with it on his channel, and I highly recommend that you check it out. Alright, because it is something that is going to change YouTube history forever. Now, Adam, you're here! Yay! Let's talk about Mr. Ed Helms!
I insist!
Now, Ed Helms is an actor who not too many people remember.
Why?
Well, let's be honest, he hasn't done he hasn't done any big projects since The Office went off the air. At the same time that he was doing the final season of The Office, he was also filming the third installment of the Hangover franchise. Of course, that failed. That's why.
Why did it fail?
Why did it fail?
Yeah.
I think the old expression, if it isn't broken, don't fix it.
How does that work for a TV show?
No, the Hangover, that was a film.
You right. You go on.
Now, anyway, he had one scene that he didn't want to screw that up. Let's just put it that way. The scene featured him punching a wall. Okay. Now, he had to do it several times in order to do it right.
How? You're punching a wall. It's not that hard.
If he really wanted... Now, if he really wanted to practice a jab or anything like that, he should have joined the UFC or something.
No, that's not what there are gyms. No, what? Yeah, join a fucking fighting organization to learn the damn job. Yeah, he's gonna get folded. No, never do what he just said. You will die.
Well, here's the top 8 list. This will make a little more sense.
Good morning. Apparently, you're the top 8 freaking new jobs for Ed Helms. Apparently, number 8 is a damn scooter driver. Driver? Yep. Number 7 is a damn garbage can.
Number 6, a fish.
Number 5 is damn Riley for this show. Number 4, apparently a swamp cleaner. You can't clean a swamp.
Number 3, a clown.
I'm Bob Folge like a damn Hamlet. Number 2, apparently a street dancer.
Number 1 is
Number 1, a Taiwan Walker. Folded.
We'll be back after this.
To talk to a customer, please press 1.
If television sets could talk, then they would tell us the shows they like to play. They all agree for viewing tonight.
Carpet myth number 1.
You can't shop at home for real quality carpeting.
Do you mind if we explode that myth? Empire has almost all the top brand names. Salem, World, Philadelphia, Galaxy, Evans Black. So buy your good carpeting at home from Empire. You'll get a great price, a terrific credit plan, a free phone or shampooer, and delivery quicker than you can say.
You can shop at home for quality carpeting.
588-2300 Empire.
Yes! Welcome back to the show. Yes! We're still talking about Ed Helms, and let's be honest, ever since The Office went off the air in 2013, either 2013 or 2014, one of those years, Ed Helms has not been working too often. Now we're about to know why. Let's talk about it. Let's have some talking time. Let's go! One.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Now, everybody knows that 1808 BBC before your common era, that's when all the chickens and lickens came together. They met for the first time back then. Before then, people didn't know what to do with their lives. Then, 808 and 804 in the NPM one afternoon, even nighttime, all times of the day came along, and they began to sing this. Everybody.
Alright, smells it! No, you don't! Smells it!
Talk it out!
No, you do not! Alright! Talk it down! Talk it down! You ought to get over Sanders! Hey, it's welcome back to Talking Timer! Everything is groggy! It's where it is, it's coming!
Let's make this up.
And welcome back to Talking Time!
Let's make this up, because otherwise they're going to get all shook up.
Welcome.
Is this better?
Yeah, they'll be fine. They can see.
Yeah, but you know what? You were shaking the camera so much, it almost dropped down.
It's supposed to. That's how you know you're doing a good show. The camera dies.
No, because if the camera dies while you're doing the show, then people go,
I'm gonna rip your damn mouth off if you keep talking. Now let's talk.
Now, we're talking about Ed Helms, the guy from The Office. Now, here's what's interesting, okay? You know what? Now, on the show, it said that Andy Bernard, Ed's character, abandoned his job in the final season to take his family's boat to the Caribbean, leaving Dunder Mifflin and his girlfriend Erin in shambles. But what really happened was that Ed Helms was doing the third movie of the Hangover series, or in the Hangover series.
Alright.
Which came into theaters just a couple of days after the NBC show, left for good, left the airways for good. Of course, the final movie in the comedic trilogy did not do well with critics, earning a measly 20%. It earned a measly 20% score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is like saying, "Hey, Ma, guess what I got on my final? What? A 20, and then you get followed because you're a fucking idiot." But hey, at least the movie did bad. Wait, at least they made a movie, so.
They had three of those, but whatever. The final season of The Office fared a little bit better with critics than the final installment of the Hangover series, scoring a 79% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is like Gonna Be. So, you know.
Yeah, of course, Steve Carell left the show before the series could end. I mean, which made no sense considering the fact that Steve Carell actually made the show what it is. Apparently, in the scene Which by the way, Ed Helms joined the show in season 2. Now, here's the thing, okay? In one of the episodes, now this is true, alright, he had to punch a hole in the office wall.
That's not too hard.
But here's the thing, it's all about the season 3 episode The Return, in which Jim and Pam prank Andy by hiding the cell phone, which continuously rings when they call it. And at the same time, being new to the Scranton branch, Andy is trying to impress Michael to no avail.
Yes.
So, angered at this phone and Michael's frustration, he loses it and punches a hole in the office wall. Corporate ultimately sends Andy to anger management training for 10 weeks, which he says he hopes to calm down to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Of course, though, he didn't really punch a hole in the wall, because to do that, you either, are swole, or you've been punching for quite a bit. You know how to throw one. He is neither, so they use a prop.
Here's the thing. He said, I remember it was my first time doing anything that qualified as a stunt. So, there was a whole little meeting about how they were going to score the back of the sheetrock so that my hand went through easier. And then they were going to put up, mix a pad onto the inner wall so that when my hand went through, I wouldn't hit wood or aluminum or anything. And also they had multiple planks that they could stick up just so we could do multiple takes.
AKA, it was fake. It was basically fake. All you had to do was a simple and, not miss. Which is hard to miss a damn wall.
And he said that they only had to do a few takes. Just a few takes!
Yeah, maybe he messed up the line. Like, I'm trying to help my boss do his stuff, and this damn phone keep this fuck. And then he folds the wall, and then they're like, no, we want more fast. So it's like, alright, I'm trying my boss, and this damn wall.
But here's the thing. Do you remember now this is something personal, okay? One time, we actually saw someone punch a hole in our walls. Remember?
What are you talking about?
Well, don't you remember seeing a huge hole in the wall in your room? Or was it my room? I'm not sure, but...
That's a story for another time. I threw a weight at a fly and it made a hole in the wall. Don't ask why, don't ask how, just know. And yes, there was a hole in whatever the hell, but that... Look! This shit wasn't real. It was all fake. We all know he didn't actually put no hole in the wall. It's a prop. Yeah, like somebody that could just go, order! It's like, you see how he was standing?
Yeah.
It would have to be like some type of X strum where just go, and then fold the wall.
Okay, folks, that is it for tonight. Now, tomorrow night we're going to talk about Jenna Fisher, and we're going to have Nef 9, Alex K, The Anthony Pente Show, Episode 18, Let's Books, Emmanuel Gaffney, Michael Zycast, Rebecca K. Manata / Swaggy Vortex 733 VA Studios, Emotional Fireflies 97, and Plumber J2 exclamation mark. Boy, oh boy, it's going to be quite the show, I'll tell you that much. That's the news. I'm out, skis. Roll by roll.
If television sets could talk, then they would tell us the shows they